We are working our butts off towards our first official show jumping competition. And in this video you can tag along our last jumping lesson before the competition weekend, as well as preparing Chica for the big day. So let's get into it with our last jumping lesson before the competition. Chica and I just recently started with using the outdoor arena, and I quickly noticed just how sensitive to wind and other distractions we have gotten. Being used to an inside arena, there aren't many distractions when all you hear is the horse's hooves on the soft ground, but outdoors there are definitely a lot more going on that Chica just needs to adjust herself to. When it comes to the jumping lesson, I struggle with keeping her focused at times, and since Chica also enjoys jumping, she tends to take advantage of the bigger arena and canter a lot faster than she needs to. But overall, this is an excellent exercise for us, and will from now on just keep outdoors as much as we can. We started the warm-up with some small jumps, building up to an oxer, before we started with working on some bended lines and diagonals with some small uprights. Chica gave me just the best feeling ever when warming up. However, we did lose our calmness when working on the lines and uprights. Our main focus for the lesson is number 1, to keep her nose upwards and keeping her away from bending the neck and run forward. And number 2, to keep calm between the jumps and to trot jump if necessary. On my part, I work on being lighter in the seat, as it is heavier for Chica to stay collected when I'm full on seated in the saddle, compared to a lighter seat that's adjusted to Chica's ability to stay collected. We might not be ready for the most collected canter yet, but as of now I wish to focus on keeping the rhythm and flow between the jumps, and having a lighter seat has definitely helped with that. We started near the first oxer. Chica felt great, I felt we had a good stride. And then on this line towards the second upright, I felt she was running a bit away from me. But it wasn't the biggest run and she felt good afterwards, so it wasn't the worst. Then onwards to the third upright, I felt Chica understood her task, and overall we had a good feeling. Then over to some frustration and miscommunication. Here I think Chica just crawled her neck. She wasn't able to see what task she was getting, and this oxer sort of became this lesson's biggest fence of them all. But we only had this one fault where Chica stopped, and overall after this she jumped them every time. So our main goal with keeping Chica's neck upwards and nose upwards is still valid and something that we need to work on. So you can see here that she is sort of taking the bit in her mouth and sort of drawing my arms away. Also needed a stop for a poo break. And here I am just trying to keep her steady, and she was having a blast over that oxer, and we lost the balance a bit, hence the fence that fell off. But overall she's positive, she's going towards the fences, and that's okay. But we are lacking the balance and the sort of calmness to do this in a more civilized manner. But keep in mind, this is the first time that we're doing the whole course, and it's kind of a long one. So throughout the course I feel like Chica is getting more tense, and it just sort of cost her more to stay calm throughout. And the further we get into the course, the more sort of stressed or more she starts running more. So then we decide to take the uprights into into trot jumps, which at that height Chica has absolutely no problem with at all. Just to sort of take it down a level and make sure that we can do this steady, more balanced, and without getting faults for every fence that we jump onto. Moving on to our second round, so I think that this is where we got the feedback from our trainer that I need to be more light in the seat. And here we are trying to do my half passes after the jump, so somewhere near C that I just rode in front of. And here you can see me trying to be lighter and sort of leaving Chica to her task to jump from S and on the diagonal towards the upright. So you can see that we tear the whole fence down, but I would rather have her staying calm, positive, balanced, jumping the upright, and then also having 4 faults, than her just running along and, as we're doing right there, not listening to my half passes at all. So I was kind of happy with fence number 1, 2, and 3. Then came the dreaded oxer again onto the line for the blue upright, and then we kind of lost it. But then here on this bended line she was very good and more balanced than she was on the course jumping before. Then we took it down to trot again, trying to find our rhythm and balance. Here I need to sort of lift Chica's head up as she wanted to crawl her neck again, and you can see me doing the same here. But here we also found more of the balance, and this is me struggling to keep a light seat when I feel the horse wanting to take the bigger stride. But she felt very good in this last line here. Lost our shoulder a bit there, and we got into a counter canter sort of thing. But overall I felt like Chica was happy, I was happy, and we learned so many more new things. Now it's time to get ourselves ready for the competition weekend. We're starting off with a wash and a walk to dry Chica.
Da vi vasket man og hale. Og klare for å gå en tur.
Chica had at this time just lost her winter coat, and what was left was definitely in need of a wash, especially around the mane. Next up, if you follow Elphick, you already know what style we're going for when it comes to the braiding. I love Elphick's braids for her horse's tail, and Chica was this time no exception. But guys, keep in mind that it's been 10 years since my last competition, and I haven't braided a single horse since. Taking into consideration that it's 10 years since my last braiding, I was kind of happy with the result. And lastly, the mane, and this will be a natural transition to the actual competition day, which you'll see in our next video.